League Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
And good evening, everybody. We've made it here to Unioto High School, just off Pleasant Valley here outside of Chillicothe, for this one between the Zane Trace Pioneers and the Unioto Shermans. This is Hayden Milliken. Glad you could join us this evening here on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel. Two undefeated teams in the Side Valley Conference. First, you take a look at these Zane Trace Pioneers. They picked up a big win. We were there against Huntington. Unioto around the board looking great as well in the SVC. Also some non-conference matchups. Of course, a couple losses non-conference as well. Close one against Jackson at Jackson that ended with a line drive finish. But overall, looking great here for both Zane Trace and Unioto. And I will mention here, of course, excuse the wind in the background. Thankfully, it's not raining like it was last night. Last night, we're talking thunderstorms, rain. We made it about halfway here last night when the thunder and lightning started hitting hardcore. So what did we decide to do? We decided to wait off for a second, hold the telephone, if you will, and that's when we decided, okay, we're going to wait right here and ride this one out. And, well, fortunately, that strategy, that actually fell in our favor. We didn't make it here last night, and now we got this one here tonight between Unioto and Zane Trace. But thank you all for coming in here in the Total Media Sports live stream. We got the live chat going on as well, so be sure to drop by and also say hey live chat for either side you're cheering for, that be the Shermans or the Pioneers. Would like to thank our sponsors, Quick Stop Lube and Tire of Piketon, First National Bank, Bodkin Hornback Funeral Home, Kirchhoff Automotive, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies. You see the Shermans out there. I got to admit, I like these uniforms that Unioto's wearing here tonight. Special design right here. Very nice looking. And they're warming up right now. And we're going to have the Zane Trace leadoff hitter come up. Cohen Larson. I believe Larson led off against Huntington as well. But here we go. We're going to finally have some high school baseball here. And Unioto in just a moment with Cohen Larson at the plate. Saunders pitching for Unioto. And here's his first offering, and it is going to be outside, ball one. Just starting this one here at Unioto High School, 1-0 the count. And the 1-0 pitch coming to Larson, and this one is going to be called strike one. Gets that corner, 1-1 the count. The pitch coming. This is going to be a swing and a miss. Two straight strikes here. First was a ball. Now 2 strikes in a row brings it to a 1-2 count here to Cohen Larson. And the pitch, and this one is going to be grounded towards first base. Can they make the play? They do for out number 1. And like that, one Pioneer down here, continuing the rotation as Landon Gerald will step up next for Zane Trace. KB Perkins making the play at the plate for first base to get the first out on Cohen Larson. Perkins also, I believe, pitches sometimes, and also you may recognize him from basketball. A couple Unioto Shermans here that I recognize from the basketball team coming over here when I was broadcasting Piketon this past winter, and that pitch was out for ball one. 1-0 the count now to Gerald. Here comes the next offering from Saunders, and this one is going to be ball 2. Now, Saunders' name is spelled Sanders, S-A-N-D-E-R-S. However, it is pronounced Saunders, just for reference for those out there. And the 2-0 pitch coming here to Landon Gerald, and this is going to go in for strike one. Curves in, 2-1 the count. No runs yet here, 1 out for the Pioneers, those just tuning in. And that's going to be ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Landon Gerald. And a 3-1 pitch, and looks like Gerald's going to make it to first off a walk. So Gerald was going to make his way up to first base. He is walked. First pitcher, the first batter that Saunders has walked here. Play made at first base to Perkins at the first at-bat. Now Josh Young coming up to bat for Zane Trace. moving up the batting rotation a little bit. Of course, he bats by midway through in the game against Huntington. Strike one called there by Saunders to Young. And now he is third on the rotation this evening. One ball, no strikes is the count. And this one is going to be popped towards the shortstop. Play made at second. Can they complete the double play? And it looks like they do. Wait, no. Yes. All right, so 3 Pioneers are down. Thought I spoke a little prematurely there for a moment. Okay. One is on first base, correction. So Josh Young does make it on to first base. That's going to be counted as a single. Gerald is going to be tagged out at second. Close one at first base there. Sorry for the confusion. And that is out number 2. The inning still alive at the moment for the Pioneers as strike one there to Gunnar McCullough, who's up to bat now. McCullough playing infield. He did pitch in the last contest, not tonight. And here's a pitch. This is going to be curved. It's going to be in the right field and foul. Hit swings on that curveball, and it is going to be called 2-2. Well, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And there's a pitch from Saunders. This one's going to go up, and this one's going to be fouled again. And again, the wind is blowing pretty hard right here for those who can't tell just by listening in right now. The hard winds, I hear some feedback coming in my microphone from it. So if I'm hearing it, surely everybody else is as well. The wind is picking up here. It's blowing pretty hard, and it keeps switching directions as well. At one point, feels like it might be blowing towards the right, next to left. And it looks like there's going to be a fly ball in the right field just at the foul line, but the play is going to be made for out number 3. No runs for the Pioneers. However, they do get a walk and a base hit. So in the Unioto Shermans coming up to bat, the score here in the bottom of the first, Zane Trace 0, Unioto 0. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors here, First National Bank, Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, Quick Stop Lube and Tire, Kirchhoff Automotive, just some of our sponsors for broadcasting tonight. And also, if you are interested in sponsoring Scioto Valley Baseball, reach out to Total Media, and you can make that happen. A few different sponsorship options, a few different tiers. And we're going to have Unioto come out to bat in just a moment. So we're going to take just a quick 30-second break and be back in just a moment on Total Media Sports.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe. With 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Unioto High School 0-0 is the score as we head into the bottom of the first inning, and the wind starting to pick up even more right now. We got this canopy we're sitting underneath, and thankfully we're underneath it because just in case it might sprinkle a little bit, we have that there just to be safe, and hopefully it doesn't get there. And it's coming down pretty hard right now, and there goes a monitor. But either way, the wind picking up right here. Jackson Zickafoos will be the lead-off hitter for Unioto when the Shermans come up to bat here in just a moment. And again, the bottom of the first inning, a walk was produced by Zane Trace and a base hit. The walk coming after Saunders got to ball 4. And however, when that happened, of course, the walk happened from Gerald, and from that point, he was tagged out at second base. I thought there for a second that Unioto had completed the double play. However, it wasn't to be. And with that being said, the Shermans were, well, the Pioneers were in it for a moment. As Zickafoos comes up to bat now, he is also shortstop in the infield for the Shermans tonight. And Josh Young at the mound for Zane Trace. Starting pitcher here for the Pioneers. And here comes his first offering in just a moment. First pitch coming, and that is going to be in for strike 1. 0-1 the count. No ball, 1 strike. 0-1. And looks like Zickafoos again at bat. And here's the pitch for Young. Curveball, and it is going to just get the inside corner for strike 2. Curveball and a little bit close there. It's just inside the box for an 0-2 count. And here's Young's pitch to Zickafoos, and this one's going to be popped up into right field. And is it going to be fair? Yes, it's going to be caught as well for out number 1. So 1 down here for Unioto, play made by the right field. And now the Shermans bringing up Snyder to bat. He's catcher.
Number 14, Keegan Snyder.
Keegan Snyder. One Sherman down here already. And here's a pitch and fouled into the cage. Some places have a net. Some places have a fence. This place right over here has a fence protecting us from getting hit by foul balls, especially here in what would be the backstop. And this is going to be popped up again. Another play going into deep right field. And it's going to be caught again. 2 outs. 2 big plays made in the outfield. And Snyder's down, and KB Perkins, the first baseman, coming up to bat now for Unioto. 2 up, 2 down for the Shermans in quick fashion here in the bottom of the first inning. Perkins here getting ready to bat. One thing about KB Perkins that really stood out to me in basketball, it's obvious here if you look at him, 6'5", I believe they said he is. He's pretty tall. 0-1 the count. No balls, 1 strike to Perkins. As here comes the next offering from Young, and Perkins is going to get a ground towards third base, and the play going to be made at first for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Unioto, and a quick first inning, may I add, as we get to the top of the second inning. Still scoreless here, no hits there for Unioto, no walks, no errors for Zane Trace. So that brings us to the top of the second inning. Zane Trace nothing, Unioto nothing, here on Total Media Sports. Back in a moment.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe. With 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Here, got a little trigger happy there for a moment as we get to the bottom of the second inning with the Shermans up here to bat again, and at the mound for the Pioneers is still Josh Young, the pitcher. And here's the leadoff, and this one's going to be a little low. Called ball. And Ratliff batting now. This one is going to be in the left field, and it's going to be a base hit for Ratliff, and he makes it to first base. Also do want to make a correction here. Of course, there were some people debating this one. Of course, someone said that though it was spelled Sanders, it was pronounced Saunders. For Unioto, it is indeed Sanders. For those wondering, yes, it is Sanders. It is spelled Sanders. It is indeed Sanders. And Puckett coming up to bat now. And here's the pitch. This is going to be right towards first base, but it bounces high up and looks like we're going to have runners on first and second for Unioto. Got to be ruled safe. One on first, one on second. And all of a sudden, I cannot hear myself. Okay, here we go. For a moment there, I couldn't hear myself. And now Josh Young here at the mound still. Coming up next is going to be David Long. I believe another player for the Sherman's basketball team as well. Multi-sport athlete looks like. And here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Called strike. Swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. No balls. And one strike. And this one is going to be in, called strike. 0-2 the count. Two quick strikes here by Young. And here's a pitch, curveball, and this one is going to be towards first base. And a nice hustle play, but talking things over. As Long heads back over, and he is out, so they got the play. I like debating that one for a second. He did indeed catch that, so it is out number one. And this one going to be called ball. Speakman batting now. One ball, no strikes here. Wind continuing to be hard and brutal. One ball, one strike. Trying to keep my focus here with my papers shuffling around everywhere. Got a firm grip here on the stat book, so it's not going to go anywhere now. A little number here, and it's going to be thrown over to first and overthrown. And now it looks like we got one advancing to third and one coming home. As Ratliff makes it home, and the first run produced here for the Shermans. Unioto takes an early 1-0 lead here with runners on the corners. As Caden Cutright makes his way up to bat. Already going through a majority of the rotation here. Left fielder.
Caden Cutright.
Another multi-sport athlete for the Shermans, and here's the pitch. And this is going to be curveball, strike one. First pitch there by Young is now 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch coming by Josh Young, shaping up to bunt. And looks like this one's going to be a close one. Tough play at first, and looks like he's going to be safe. Yes, he is going to be called safe at first. So the bases are loaded here for the Shermans. And Jack Welch, center fielder, coming up. Only one down here, a little bit of breathing room if you're Unioto. Saw there trying to shape up the bunt, and it came to fruition as the players made at first and talking things over here with Zane Trace, and they were debating. I don't know if they were trying to say whether someone was out or safe. Talking to the umpires right now, talking to the pitcher, and he's getting a little bit hot over here. They're talking things over. Again, one out here as it stands at the moment, and no balls, getting ready to come up next as, again, Jack Welch is coming up. Of course, in a rivalry as heated as this, sometimes things like this happen. And as Welch will be back again in a moment for Unioto. Talking things over. Jack Welch coming up here next with Josh Young at the mound for Zane Trace. Goes to show how bitter this feud can be sometimes in the SVC, and there's going to be a curveball called strike one. 0-1 the count. Again, Unioto has taken a 1-0 lead here with bases loaded now for the Shermans. This is going to be a wild pitch, and looks like we're going to have runners advance and one come home as well for Unioto. Puckett makes it home, 2-0 now. Wild pitch there by Josh Young, and that one goes way into the backstop to bring in another run for the Shermans. 1-1 the count to Welch at the plate. Runners now on second and third for Unioto. And this one is going to be popped towards the shortstop. I'm going to try to use fielder's choice here to tag him out, and he is going to be called out as Speakman tried sliding in, and he is called indeed out. So that is out number 2 and stopping another run for coming in for Unioto.
Shortstop, number 24, Jason Zickafoos.
And Jackson Zickafoos coming back in for Unioto. As the inning continues here, the bottom of the second. 2-0 to score. Runners here again. We got them on the corners, first and third. And this one is going to be fouled off and hits the fence. 0-1. This pitch is going to be, see what they say, going to be called ball. Close one there, but going to just be a bit outside. 2-0 the score. Unioto here with a 2-run lead over the Pioneers of Zane Trace, and this is going to be fouled back. And that's going to be called strike 2. 2 down again here for the Shermans. And what's been the longest half of an inning yet so far. And here comes the pitch, and this one is going to be fouled off again. But a couple of the losses non-conference for Unioto. We were talking about Jackson. Also another close one against Chillicothe. So as you look at it, you can tell that all those losses were closely contested as well for them. And this is going to be a fly ball into right field. It's going to be dropped. And looks like there's going to be runners advancing, rounding third, headed home. And another run for Unioto. And a dominating here as Jack Welch makes it home. 3-0 now. As Snyder, the catcher, he's back up for Unioto. Snyder is 0 for 1 at the plate. He got out first at bat.
The catcher, number 14, Keegan Snyder.
It's going to be 4-0. Also, another run came in as well for Unioto. So 4-0 the score there after that. Dropped in the error for Zane Trace. Up here big in the second inning. 4 runs produced and counting for the Sherman Tanks. And here's the pitch by Young, and it's going to be called ball 1. And this is going to be curved, and it's going to be high, and looks like it's fouled. From this angle, trying to keep a good view as well of the outfield. So making sure before I call some of these that they are indeed what I say they are. Trying to call this one correctly. Got to go high up, and it looks like this one's going to be a fly ball in the right field. So it's got some air to it, and there is out number 3. 4 runs for the Unioto Shermans, several hits produced as well, and a great inning overall for Unioto as we head here into the top of the 3rd inning with the Pioneers coming up to bat here in just a moment on Total Media Sports. Don't go anywhere.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe. With 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Lights, camera, action! Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch. Lights, camera, action! Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch. You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Back here at Unioto, where the Shermans put up a home run, and now the score is 5-0, up 5 here against the undefeated Zane Trace Pioneers. Both are undefeated in conference play, may I add. Trying to get the local scoreboard here to pull up in just a moment, and we'll talk about some of the area games going on here around the region. Of course, another one, Piketon played at the VA Memorial Stadium, lost big to Adena last night. Not many games, again, actually finished yesterday. A couple started, a lot of them didn't finish. And looking again here, this was just the schedule for yesterday. Westfall was supposed to play Southeastern. Paint Valley was supposed to play Huntington. Eastern was supposed to play Western. Not many of these games, again, actually got in. Benton County, Nelsonville, York, what I mentioned earlier, didn't quite finish. Belpre, Wellston. And one of the only ones that did get in, Waterford beat Federal Hocking 12-0. And here's the pitch, and that is going to be called strike one as Gerald at the plate. And a called strike. Sanders pitch there. 0-1 the count. And this one's going to hit the dirt. 1-1. Reeled in by the catcher, but not before it hit the ground. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Landon Gerald. Pitch coming, and this one is going to be outside again. 2-1. Gust of wind hit perfectly there. Wonder if that actually had something to do with that one. The way it moved there. 2-1 pitch coming from Sanders, and this one's going to be out. Ball 3. He did have 1 walk, I believe, in the first inning. That was when Gerald was up last time as well. And both times Gerald has come up to bat, Gerald has made it to first base off of a walk. Another one for him. Last time was tagged out at second base. As Josh Young, the pitcher, going from the mound to the plate as he's coming to bat for the Pioneers. The pitch by Young, and this one is going to be high and foul. 0-1 the count. Oh, I see how we have this canopy set up. We have it wired here to the fence. So thankfully this thing will not fly away, or by now we would have all been whisked away with the wind. This is going to be called strike. 1-1's the count of play here, possibly at first. No, gets back over. Gerald was thinking about it. Slides back over to first base safely. Looking over is Sanders. And the pitch coming, and this one's going to be a swing and a miss, but looks like Gerald's going to try and make it over to second. He drops it, and Gerald is going to make it to third base, and that's where they get control of the ball, and Gerald will stop at third. Gerald went from first all the way to third, and now just around the corner. No outs here for the Pioneers. And the pitch coming to Josh Young, and that was going to be up high. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Sanders at the mound. The pitch coming to the other pitcher, Josh Young. And here it is, and this one is going to be ball 3. Count is full. Full count with one Pioneer already on base. He's at third. And no outs. And the pitch now to Young, and that is going to be called strike three. Gets just inside for out number one as Gunnar McCullough makes his way up to bat. Strikeout there for Josh Young.
Center fielder, number 24, Gunnar McCullough.
Gunnar McCullough again batting for Zane Trace. And the pitch coming to McCullough. Curveball, strike one. Curveball gets in perfectly. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch, and this one is going to be grounded, heading over to first base, where out number two is going to be produced, and sliding in is Gerald. So Gerald is going to reel his way back in. So 5-1 the score now. 2 outs, sacrifice there.
Baseman, number 30, Lucas
And the Pioneers get up on the board. First run produced here for them. Was able to go from first up to third off a steal, and then made it home. And here's the pitch. That one curves a little high. 1-0. And again, if you're listening to this, pardon the really loud wind noises that may be coming through sometimes. And here's the pitch from Sanders, and this one's going to be out. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 down for Zane Trace, but have been able to produce a run. And here's pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. A lot of people here learning firsthand exactly what the wind chill factor is. And here's a 2-1 pitch, and there's going to be a swing as it goes in the dirt. But yes, 2-2 the count. Euler at the plate. This one goes low. Count is full. The Sanders full count pitch coming. And strike three. And out number 3 for the Pioneers. Off a sacrifice, able to bring in their first run. So the score heading into the bottom of the 4th, Unioto 5, Zane Trace 1. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a minute here on Total Media Sports.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe. With 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 6.
For Unioto, and there's a swing and a miss, called strike. 0-1 the count, Young at the mound. Speakman batting for the Shermans, and this one is going to be high up towards center, and it is going to be caught by McCullough for out number 1. Thank you to our sponsors, First National Bank of Waverly, Kirchhoff Automotive, Bach and Hornback Funeral Home. Also, we've got Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies, and also Quick Stop Lube and Tire of Piketon. So thank you all to our local area sponsors. 5-1 again to score. Zane Trace was able to bring in a run last time. So the score stands here 5-1. There's going to be called strike. One out here for the Shermans. A 1, and there's going to be a swing and a miss. Cut right batting. 0-2 the count. And here's the 0-2 pitch from Josh Young, and that one comes awfully close. 1-2 the count. Backing up just in time. You know, the fact I actually learned today, it's actually a player from Zane Trace. I'll have to pull up the name and more information in a moment. This is going to be Kurt and a swing and a miss for strike 3, and out number 2. There's what I was trying to say. But there's a batter for Zane Trace who actually holds the OHSAA record for most hits by pitch suffered in a career. So that is an actual state record held by the OHSAA, and a Zane Trace batter holds that distinction. And there's going to be 0-1 the count. That one hits the fence. And more applause over from the softball field as Jack Welch batting. 0-1 the count, and 2 outs for the Shermans. This is going to be out 1-1. This one's going to be popped up, and this is going to be high. Called heads up here. Hopefully this one doesn't go over the fence. Foul ball. 1-2. Well, thankfully we got this canopy to protect us. If it does go overhead, it won't land square on the dome. 1-2 the count. And this one is going to be grounded, and looks like the play is going to be made over to first base for out number 3. 3 outs for the Shermans, and the Zane Trace Pioneers coming back up to bat after avoiding any further damage from the Shermans. The first inning in a while without a run here for them. 5-1 is the score as we head to the top of the 5th on Total Media Sports.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
And there is going to be called out. They say that was a strikeout on Ezra Rippeth. And coming up next is going to be Gavin Allen. One down for the Pioneers.
Number 15,
Down by 4,
Gavin
Zane
Allen.
Trace. 5-1 the score here in the top of the 5th inning. One down and nobody on base for Zane Trace. Here's a pitch, and there's a curveball called strike one. Still will take the heavy winds and cooler temperatures over thunder and lightning and heavy rain and maybe, but it's going to be pulled in for out number 2. That one all the way down to the fence. 2 down for Zane Trace.
Designated hit number 3, Grady Stewart.
Grady Stewart coming up the bat. You can just see in the background the way those trees are blowing rhythmically. And called ball 1. And 2 down here for Zane Trace. The 1-0 pitch coming from Sanders. And it is going to be curved in and just in the corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 5-1 the score here in the 5th inning. And the pitch coming, and this one is going to be called ball 2. 2-1, that one gets a little low into the dirt. 2-1 the count. The 2-1 pitch coming from Sanders, and that one comes close. 3-1. A 3-1 pitch coming, and this one's going to be popped up and down the line drive. One on base. Able to get 1 hit in here. 2 outs over Zane Trace. Has Hartley.
Number 22, Mason Hartley.
Coming to bat, Mason Hartley. And the pitch from Mason Hartley is going to curve a little high, ball 1. Throws it back out. Should be 1 ball, no strikes. Looking over to first. And the pitch coming from Sanders. This is going to drop low. Gonna be a bit out again. Another called ball. Wait. By the way they're signaling. Pitch coming here. 1-1 the count. They called that a strike. That one got the corner. And this is going to be a pitch, and it's going to be called strike 2. Couple close ones here. 1-2 the count. Hang on for dear life. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And this one is going to be a little high. 2-2. Now they move it up to full count. We were wondering, they threw that pitch. The scoreboard keeper didn't count it. I had it up here. And looks like I won the argument. Full count, 3-2. Play over at first base is tagged in safe. So he's okay. The full count pitch coming. Again, trying to think about stealing second. Maybe trying to catch him off guard. 2 outs. Any miscue would be a potential mistake right here. And then here's a full count pitch. And looks like we're going to have ourselves a walk. As Hartley is now on first, runners advance to second. And with runners on first and second, 2 down. Cohen Larson comes back up to bat for Zane Trace.
Number 31, Cohen Larson.
Brushing off the plate here. Again, 2 down for Zane Trace. Runners on first and second. Trailing 5-1 here to the Unioto Shermans in the top of the 5th. First pitch coming, curves a little high. 1-0. And this one going to hit the dirt. First a little high, then a little low. 2-0 the count. Steps out for a moment. He calls time. Looks like they're actually going out to talk things over with Sanders. Gives coach as well. Regrouping here. Wind probably not helping much, but still talking things over out here on the mound. Doesn't look like a change just yet, just talking things over. The count here at the plate. And this pitch is going to get curved in, called strike. 2-1 the count. Here's a pitch by Sanders and a swing and a miss. 2-2 the count to Cohen Larson, with runners on first and second for the Pioneers. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. This one going to be high up. They're going to try to make the play on it just in foul territory, and they get it for out number 3. No runs produced here by the Pioneers, able to get a couple on base. However, the score still stands. Unioto 5, Zane Trace 1, heading into the bottom of the 5th inning here on Total Media Sports.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
The wind is pretty hard today, really cloudy. There's been some sprinkles on and off in some areas. But, of course, a shout out to everybody for, especially these umpires out here, as they were talking about, for continuing this. And there's out number 1. And playing out here in these rough, chilly weather conditions. And without the wind, it's not super-duper cold, but the wind chill factor does bring it down. Now, as for myself, I do happen to mention that, well, you know, when you graduated in a flash flood warning in high school like I did, I think about anything as possible. At least it feels that way. You feel almost invisible. And there's called ball. 1 out already for Unioto. 1-0 the count here. Josh Young still on the mound for Zane Trace. And here's the 1-0 pitch. And this one is going to be called just a little low. 2-0 the count. Snyder batting for Unioto. And this is going to be popped up high, and this one is going to go into center field. McCall looks like he's going to try and make a play on it, and he got it. Out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for the Shermans here in the 5th. As KB Perkins, the first baseman, coming up next to bat. See what KV can do. Again, 2 quick outs here for Unioto in the 5th. And this one is going to be high and outside. 1-0 the count. Just a little bit out. 1 ball, no strikes. Count to KB Perkins. Here's Young's pitch. And that one is going to be called in for strike 1. Just within reach. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch coming to Perkins and a swing and a miss. 1-2 the count now. Starting off with the ball and now 2 strikes in a row here for Josh Young. And the 1-2 pitch coming to Perkins, and this one's going to be grounded off and fouled. Count stays 1-2. Second and third inning proved to be very fruitful for the Shermans. And oh, this is going to be high in the right field for KB Perkins, and that one has some air to it, and it's gone. The second home run for the Shermans tonight. Now KB Perkins, the first baseman, rounding the bases. Another homer for the Shermans. Going around again, and yet another dinger for them. 6-1 now the score. 2 outs and a big hit there by KB Perkins. That one looked like it probably went all the way out to that barn out there. 6-1 to score.
The second baseman, number 15, Callaway Ratliff.
Dinger City here in Chillicothe. As Ratliff comes up next. 2 outs here for the Shermans. And here's the pitch by Young. Curveball called strike. No balls, 1 strike. That one pretty high, 1-1. Nobody on base here for Unioto. Coming off of a KB Perkins home run a moment ago. And this one's going to be curved in, called strike 2. Good pitch. The 1-2 count, and this one is going to be popped up into right field. They're going to try to make a play on it if they can, and they cannot. Foul ball. Good hustle there by the Pioneer outfield to try to make a play on that one. Count stands at 1-2. The 1-2 pitch coming here to Ratliff, and that one on the wild side. 2-2, and our stream crew over here started to flinch. They thought it was coming their way. Don't worry, guys. We got a fence. We got a fence. 2-2 the count. You know, there was once a time where foul ball, wild pitch, anything heading my direction, it would make me flinch too. And 2-2 the count, and this one is going to be popped up, and this one going to be towards the first baseman for out number 3. However, the Unioto Shermans able to get a big home run there by KB Perkins. And heading into the next inning, the score is now Unioto 6, Zane Trace 1 here on Total Media Sports.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Back here at Unioto, where the shortstop Landon Gerald going to be leading off the sixth inning. A home run by the Shermans adds one more on the board for them in the fifth. Score is now Unioto 6, Zane Trace 1 in the battle of undefeateds in the Scioto Valley Conference. Here comes Sanders' first offering to Landon Gerald, and this one's going to be down the middle and foul. 0-1 the count. Gerald steps out for a moment. No balls, one strike. Again, like to thank our sponsors, First National Bank, Quick Stop Lube and Tire, Bach and Hornback Funeral Home, Kirchhoff Automotive, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies of Waverly. And this one's going to be fouled off in the right field, heading towards the parking lot, and did not hear any windshield glass smash. So 0-2 the count. Daniel Schumacher, one of our camera guys, first time that happened, he looked over and with a look of fear on his face, 1-2. Parking over in that side of the parking lot. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Here to Landon Gerald. Pitch coming, and this one is going to be into left field, and it is going to be caught for out number 1. Gerald down, and up next should be Josh Young. Yes, sir. Pitcher struck out the last time he was up.
Baseman number 12, Josh Young.
And one already down here for the Pioneers. The first offering over to Josh Young, and this one is going to be popped up towards the shortstop. Going to make the play over to Perkins at first, but overthrows. And it looks like Josh Young is going to be on first. And now making his way over to second off the dead ball. So Josh Young makes his way to second base. Runners on second, 1 out. As Gunnar McCullough, center fielder, comes up.
The center fielder number 24, Gunnar McCullough.
And here's a pitch from Sanders to McCullough, and this one is going to be at third base, and the play over to first, and it is going to be dropped. Runners on the corners. McCullough on first base, and on third is going to be Josh Young. Runners on the corners. As Lucas Euler steps up, again, only 1 out. Here's some breathing room for the Pioneers. 1 out produced, and that came off of a sacrifice with a runner on third. Looking in, a couple steal attempts here as well for the Pioneers, and Sanders gets this one. It's going to be a little out. 1-0 the count. Euler at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Send the pitch now to Euler, and this one is going to be popped up and fouled. 1-1. Got that gator covering his face right now, and I don't blame him with how cold it is out here. A lot of people out here wearing extra layers, I myself included. 1-1 is the count. Looks into Euler, and this is going to be called in for strike 2. One, two. And here comes a 1-2 pitch from Sanders. And that one gonna be a little high, 2-2. Almost in, just not enough. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 coming, and this one is gonna be popped up and fouled again. Count remains 2-2. Again, was in high pursuit for first base before realizing that it was fouled out. Top of the sixth inning here, 6-1 the score. Unioto on top. And this pitch going to be up and count is full. Couple straight balls thrown here by Sanders. Trying to put one more down here, Sanders is. And here's the full count pitch. And this one's going to be into the shortstop, and that play is going to be made for another out. Bit of a communication breakdown there in a moment at the third baseline. Still only 2 outs. I have to try to get the score of the softball game next to us because it seems like anytime the noise starts dying down here, they're always cheering over something over there. So I've got to get a score update for the softball game here adjacent to us. As Rippeth up to bat for Zane Trace. Again, runners here on the corners for the Pioneers. And here's the pitch to Rippeth, going to be high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And this one's going to be popped up and fouled. 1-1. As we're Rippeth up in the pitch by Sanders. It's going to be called in, gets the corner for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. 2 down for the Pioneers. Runners on the corners, a 1-2 pitch coming here by Sanders, and this one is going to roll towards the shortstop, and they're going to go off fielder's choice and get the out at second. So 3rd out, and the score remains Unioto 6, Zane Trace 1, heading into the bottom of the 6th here on Total Media Sports. We'll be back in just a moment.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
And back here at Unioto, and here's the pitch, and this one is going to be called ball 1. As batting now for the Unioto Shermans is going to be Puckett. Now, score update, we've looked over at the softball field. You can see it from over here, 5-4, a close one over there. Makes sense as to why there's all the applause, but of course this game today, and I believe that one was also supposed to play yesterday, and let's just say the weather's been a little bit pugnacious, arguing with us here, and there's a foul. 1-2 the count. And also a score update, Washington Courthouse leads Jackson 4-2. We knew that'd be a interesting contest over in the FAC. And here's the pitch, and this one is going to be popped up behind third base. And looks like making it over to first is going to be Puckett. Base hit for Puckett. He gets on first. Hit a homer too. So coming up next for Unioto is going to be Long.
Third baseman, number 10, David Long.
6-1 the score. Unioto leads Zane Trace. Still making some noise over there again. When we looked a moment ago, it was a close one next door to us. And here's the pitch, and this one is going to be a fly ball in the right field, and it's going to touch the ground. Long makes it to first, and on second's going to be Puckett. Runners on first and second for the Shermans, already with a 5-run lead.
The catcher, number 14, Keegan Snyder.
And that was in the 4th inning, the score update with Courthouse and Jackson. And Tegan Snyder.
Right fielder, number 17, Caden Speakman.
Caden Speakman. Trying to look over a few different things and went by the PA announcer for a second, but it is Speakman up the bat. And here's a pitch and fouled off. I thought that was right. And 0-1 the count. No balls, 1 strike, no outs here. Runners on bases for the Shermans. One pitch, this is going to curve and foul. 0-2. If you can't tell, and if I haven't said it enough, it is a bit windy. And the pitch from Young is going to be up high, and looks like it might have hit him. Not quite. But it came awful close. From this angle wasn't really sure. It looks like maybe he got it. They didn't call a hit by pitch. Here comes the pitch, and this one is going to be dropped. Runner still on first and second for Unioto. One ball, 2 strikes, and this one is going to be over to first base, and it's going to be out number 1. Play made over to Cohen Larson at first base. 1 down for the Shermans. Runners on second, 1 around the corner at third. Bottom of the 6th inning again. A 5-run lead for the Shermans.
Now batting, number 21, Jacob Renner.
Substitute coming in. I believe they said his name was Ritter. And here's the pitch. And it'll be called strike. First time up the plate for him. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch coming, shaping up the bunt here. And it looks like they're going to try to make it over. Slides in safely, though, home. And he is able to reduce an RBI. Another one coming in for the Shermans. As Puckett slides in home. Reaching home once again. And now rounding over to second and slides in. 7-1 the score now.
The center fielder, number 9, Jack Welch.
Sends him back to first. Got a little excited there. Dead ball. Jack Welch coming up to bat. Runners on the corners. And now a 6-run lead for Unioto. With 1 down, the pitch coming. This one curves into the dirt. 1-0 the count. And here comes Young's pitch, and that was going to be called strike. Heading towards second, and looks like he's going to make it in safely. Steele at second base. Jacob gets in over there. The pitch coming by Josh Young, and this one almost wild again, but able to reel it in. And Goes close to the dirt, called ball. Should be 2-1. Out by Young, and this one curves a little high. Called ball. And this one going to drop and hit the dirt, and he's going to walk. It was ball 3, as Julian suspected over here. And he does make it over to first base. Welch now on first, and bases are loaded for Unioto. As the leadoff hitter coming back in, Jackson Zikafuz, top of the rotation. One down for the Shermans. Runners on first, second, and third. Loaded bases. And the pitch coming from Young to Zikafuz is going to be curved in, strike one. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch to Zikafuz. Strike two. Two good pitches back to back by Josh Young. And now the 0-2 pitch coming, and this one's going to be fouled off. Hits the fence. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Zikafuz comes back in, and the 0-2 pitch. And this one is going to be high up. They're going to try to make a play on it, and Young catches it for out number 2. It went up high, but didn't go far, and Young getting underneath it for out number 2. Another Sherman down as Tegan Snyder, the catcher, comes up next for Unioto. (7-1) the score here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 outs. The curved ball here, and this one is going to be grounded. And they're going to try to make the play over to first, and they do for out number 3. So 7-1 the score as we head into the top of the 7th inning here with the Shermans, with the St. Trace Pioneers coming up back, and the Shermans with a 7-1 lead here on Total Media Sports. Back in just a minute.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe. With 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
As the Shermans have a 6-run lead over the Zane Trace Pioneers, and an uphill battle to climb if you're Zane Trace. Last opportunity, down by 6 runs.
The right fielder, number 15, Gavin
Allen, right fielder, coming up for Zane Trace. As Sanders going to try to close this one out for Unioto. And here's the pitch to Allen, and this one's going to be high up, and looks like it's going to be fouled. 0-1. Continue to make some noise over there in a close softball contest. The 0-1 pitch, going to be curveball in for strike two. And pitch going to be low and in the dirt. Ball one. 1-2. To Gavin Allen here batting for Zane Trace. 1-2 pitch coming, and this one is going to be high up in the air, and looks like it's going to be fouled again. Count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch coming, and this one is going to be fouled again. Couple attempts to get a swing on it, fouls off. Pitch in Allen, and this one is going to be a high fly ball into center field, and it is going to be out. 1 down for the Pioneers. 2 more to go if you're Unioto. And Grady Stewart coming up next, designated hitter. One out again here for Zane Trace. 7-1 the score in the top of the 7th inning. And the last opportunity for the Pioneers of Zane Trace. It's going to be called in for strike one. No balls, 1 strike. It's like almost got a swing on that one. Pulls back just in time. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one goes a bit high. Two-one pitch, and that one's going to go to the dirt. Ball 3. Here comes the 3-1 pitch, and this one is going to be over towards the third baseline. Going to try and get over to Perkins at first for out number 2. 1 more left to go. 2 outs, and trailing here by 6.
The left fielder, number 22, Hartley.
Mason Hartley, but it's not going to be that.
Now batting is number 6, Blake Payne.
And this one's going to be over to third, and now to first to Perkins to close it out. Yes, sir. And the Unioto Shermans win tonight by 6. 7-1 the final score, and they put an end to the undefeated streak of the Zane Trace Pioneers. And the Unioto Shermans, on the other hand, in conference play, will remain undefeated. One had to give, and the Shermans win here at home tonight by a score of 7-1. Shermans, I believe they'll be up here next. I think they got a couple more games this week. Adina for sure, as they continue their trek through the SVC. And best of luck to both of these teams as all of them out there. Great show of respect here for both sides. This inter-county rivalry here, inter-city rivalry too, may I add, between Unioto and Zane Trace. I'd like to thank our stream operators this evening, Julian Villarreal and Daniel Schumacher. And one more time, thank you to our sponsors, Quick Stop Lube and Tire of Piketon, First National Bank, Bach and Hornback Funeral Home, Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies, and Kirchhoff Automotive. So the final score tonight, Unioto 7, Zane Trace 1, and that'll do it for us. So this is Hayden Milligan saying good night and God bless.
Thanks for watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.